Hey YouTube, my name is Nick, and in today's video, I want to show you how to install these disc copies of RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 and 2. And while I'm fully aware that you can buy RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 and 2 off of Steam and GOG, I just wanted to show this tutorial for those who want to use their physical disc copies so that they don't have to buy the game twice in order to play it. And so the way how these work is you might have to do a little bit of tweaking, which I'll showcase in this video, on how to make these function. But essentially, you will need a USB disk drive at the minimum. Many PCs probably don't have a disk drive built into it anymore, that's why I'm using this USB one. And so I'm going to start off by showing you what needs to be done for RollerCoaster Tycoon 1. So you take your disk out, put it into your disk drive, and once it loads, we move on to the PC.
So once your disk is loaded up on your PC, you want to open a file explorer and navigate to your disk for RollerCoaster Tycoon. And we're going to create two folders on the desktop. The first one will be called RCT disk, and the second one will be RCT installation, just like so. And so what you want to do is you want to go to the file explorer, select the bottom, which is the bottom item, which is unifish3.exe on my disk, and then go to the top item, hold shift, left click, it'll select everything. You can also do Control A and it'll select everything except for the desktop.ini is not needed, but you just copy all these items. You can even just go like this too. So select all these items, left click and drag them to RCT disk on your desktop and wait for that to finish copying. This will take some time because disks are slow. Alright, so now that that is finished copying, you can eject your RollerCoaster Tycoon disk. You will no longer need it in the disk drive. And once you put your disk away or store it wherever you keep it, then you want to open the RCT disk folder and you want to run the setup.exe and allow it to run. And what we want to do really quick is change the destination directory and click browse. And then you want to go to where we put the RCT installation disk on the desktop. Let's see. Oh wait, no. Desktop. Here we go. Desktop RCT installation. Click OK. Click OK. And we'll do a full install. Click install. And then accept. So once that's done, a bunch of things will open up. You can close this, and you can click cancel on this. Never register. And do not launch the game yet because we are not done. Click exit on that prompt. And now what you want to do is you can close the RCT disk file explorer, and then you want to open RCT installation. You want to go to rct.exe, right click, go to properties, go to compatibility. Run this program in compatibility mode and set it to Windows 95. Click apply and OK. So now what we want to do is we have to do one last thing before we can launch the game, and we want to navigate to this website, which I'll link in the description. And what we have to do is we have to install a certain patch. So I have a North American copy of RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 on CD, and so I'm going to download US English v1.08.187. And depending on your copy of the game, you might need a different one, and it might even tell you if you installed the incorrect one. So you can just download your patch somewhere, and it should finish really quick. So with this rct-us.exe or whatever version you have to download, you take it and you put it into the RCT installation folder, double click it, and allow it to run. This little utility will appear, and then there's this pop-up that says found RollerCoaster Tycoon version 1.08.183. This patch will update this to RollerCoaster Tycoon 1.08.187. Do you want to continue? Click OK, and it will finish, and now you can launch the game. So you double click RCT, allow it to run. So it's showing up really small in the OBS window, but for me it's full screen. It may not be full screen for you when you run it for the first time. But to change that, you want to go to this little floppy disk icon and click Options. And then on display mode, you can set it to full screen. And it will make the resolution bigger and sharper. And there you go, you got RollerCoaster Tycoon running. I'm just going to build something quick just to prove it works. Okay. Whoa, that's kind of weird. Okay, so saving is kind of hard to do because I cannot see the folder. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna reload the game just to show that it worked. And there it is, forestfrontiers.sv4, and there's the merry-go-round I built. So that's it for RollerCoaster Tycoon 1. And now I'll show you how to install RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, which is slightly different on how it works.
So obviously the next thing to do is to take your RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 disc and put it into the disk drive, just like how we did with the first one. Load it in, and now we wait.
So with your disk loaded into your PC, you're going to open the File Explorer again. And just like with RollerCoaster Tycoon 1, we're going to select all the files and make a new directory. We'll call it rct2disk. We're going to take all these files, copy them to this folder, wait for that to complete. It's a lot faster. So we can eject the disk from our disk drive. And we can store that away safely. So now we want to open our RCT2 folder. And we want to run the setup, I think, .exe. Yep, we'll just set it to typical and let that go through. So once the setup completes, there's one thing left to do. So what we have to do is we have to press the Windows key and type regedit and open the registry editor. We want to click yes. And what we want to do is, first let me just close all these. So it'll look like this when it starts up the registry editor. We want to go to HKey local machine, software, and scroll down to WoW6432 node, and scroll down to infograms. And then we want to find RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 setup. And we want to set these two things in the registry to the right directories. So path is where the game is installed. And what you can do is, if you don't want the RollerCoaster Tycoon disk on your desktop, what you can do is, if you navigate to where the game files are, which is under C, Program Files, x86, Infograms, RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, you can put the RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 disk here. And once that moves, all you have to do is change this, modify, and what we have to do is we have to copy this path. Actually, we'll copy this path and paste it here. Click OK. And now you have basically a no CD patch for the game. So if I run rollercoastertycoon.exe, or I run the shortcut, it then works. And actually, I do have some save files, so I'm going to copy them over. We'll load my latest save file, which appears to be this one. Got a lot of crazy roller coasters here. But yeah, you get the gist of it. And to set the graphics settings, it's just like RollerCoaster Tycoon 1. You just click the little floppy disk that would be in the top left, and you set the settings accordingly under the Options tab. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.